Hey, it's my height. All right. Thank you, whoever did that. All right. So I just want to do a couple of thank yous just before we wrap this thing up for our portion. And the first two people I want to thank are my high school band directors, Mr. Wright and Mr. Everett. I still call them Mr. Wright and Mr. Everett because they won't let me call them anything else. So I've always felt the support from both of those gentlemen, and truly, if I wouldn't have gone to, well, they have laid down a great foundation for music education excellence for me, and because of them, I was able to run on this path for so long. And I just, everything that I see and I do musically really stemmed from my experience in Eastern North Carolina. And so I just really thank both of them. In addition to that, I wanted to thank the directors of the Eastern District just for the vote of confidence to being on this stage and being with these students. I think it's such an amazing experience that the Eastern District directors will vote in a member of their own. That is something that's actually very unique. It's not something that happens across the rest of the state or the country, and so it's just such an honor to be in this position. And I was inspired by band directors like Perry Ditch and Alice Aldridge and those folks from the past who inspired me to be here today. And so thank you to the Eastern District directors for that vote of confidence. And I lastly just want to thank the students behind me on stage. Because without their vote of confidence and without their trust, we wouldn't have been able to put together this program in a little under 6 hours for you today of rehearsal time. It has been just such a joy, and just to the people who are out in the audience and the people who are behind me, I told them I was going to do this. I am a stark advocate for band and for music education. And the reason why is because when COVID-19 happened and we had post-pandemic, or through pandemic, but also post-surge and lockdown, so many people were asking, well, what do we do? How do we create an experience where our students can be forward-thinking and can be proactive and can have spaces where they're allowed to fail and then allowed to continue going, and how can we make them be have self-efficacy? Or how can we ensure that they are in a community or know how to work with other people after the pandemic? Everything that I just said, band does that. I am in music education because the band room was a space where I felt alive, truly. Where I felt like I could exist and could be a human being and have friends and have people that we worked towards a common goal. We talk about the theory of one, and that means that if the entire ensemble is playing the right rhythm and one person doesn't, then the entire ensemble is no longer playing the right rhythm. That's teaching compassion. That's teaching community. That's what we need more of now than ever. Yeah. And so I'm a stark advocate in that space because band makes your students think differently. And so never, ever, ever let them forget the gifts that they have. Never, ever, ever let them decide to not be a part of this very special community of ours. The last piece we're going to play, we get to honor those who made the ultimate sacrifice. They Shall Run and Be Free by Brent Carrick is a tone poem depicting the journey to freedom by slaves in the Underground Railroad. And this experience is something that we talked about. If you were running for your life, or if this song that you were playing was your only salvation, how would you interact with the music? And more importantly, noticing that in the African American community, the church and the gospel is very important. And so in the middle of this piece, you're going to hear a hymn that is, I Lift My Hand in Praise. And we play throughout the entirety of the piece. and there's struggle, and there's chase, but there's also joy, because there's faith. And faith can be whatever you want it to be. You can have faith without religion, but you have to have faith. And that's why I'm ending the concert with this. And like I said, I chose this concert in 2020. So please, please enjoy. They shall run and be free.